We bring our values to life through our behaviours, and this is how we want our organisation to feel.
When I was first admitted to hospital, and I was really frightened, really anxious, and one of the healthcare assistants just came and sat with me and held my hand and told me that everything was going to be okay.
Do we understand the impact of our behaviour on others? What difference does it make to show respect?
Coming to ask me to do this today, asked to do it, not told, directed in such a way that I had to do it. It's down to me, it's up to me.
My personal philosophy around the way I feel patients, service users, families should be treated is it's the old sort of adage of treat people as you would want to be treated yourself, that sort of golden rule, and to consider people, to consider that if it was a family member, you'd want them to be cared for in the best possible way.
What does it mean to be honest and trustworthy?
The ability to be honest with your colleagues and challenge and say, I didn't feel that was right.
Having an open culture within a team where staff, feel freely to speak up and actually feel freely to sort of say, Steve, let's do this way, or let's do it that way, or actually, Steve, you're talking rubbish.
Honesty within the team is really important, and then we work with outside agencies such as the equipment services. We ask them to do stuff, and again, you rely on them to do that job. You shouldn't be checking on them. So the honesty and the trustworthiness is a real key factor, really.
How can you tell when someone is being caring and compassionate?
If I see somebody being compassionate, I would see them really tuned into the situation. And for myself and my colleagues, what I would be observing is they're really being understanding, trying to understand.
We need to have people that are willing to enter a vocation to care for people, to live a good patient care, and the primary aspect of that is by being caring and by being compassionate.
When they do my needle, last time when they did it first, they let me look at a book and it was helping me so I couldn't look.
It's the simple things. It's offering that person a cup of tea, checking in, asking how they are, how they're feeling. Is there anything that we can do to help? What can I do to lessen the stress, the pressure?
How do we show that we listen and engage?
Every now and again, he's said something that he's remembered what you've told him before, and that little remembrance goes a long way because you don't feel like a number then. But when they forget what you've told them and you're exasperated because you've told it so many times, and then you have to say it all again, and you think, do they remember anything? But when they do, it's just a myriad of wonderfulness.
It makes a massive difference. It has a really positive impact on individually and as a team. I think people work to their best ability when they feel listened to, when they feel engaged, and likewise with the patients, I suppose, if they're feeling listened to and if they're quite engaged in their care plan, they're going to be working with staff, they're going to be able to approach staff with any worries.
It's demonstrating a can-do attitude. It really is sort of saying we are capable of doing this in periods of hard times. With ever demanding and ever increasing workloads, we're capable of getting the job done to a good standard.
How can we lead by example?
It starts from the top. I've been with managers previously who haven't been as good, but I think if you get a really, really good, strong, powerful leader from the top, that definitely filters its way through. And I think if you've got someone who lives those values, that will automatically come down to the rest of the team, because that's the way that we work. You kind of see that.
If I'm led by example, I feel psychologically safe to do my job well. I feel that we can make mistakes, and I feel that if a mistake is made, we're supported to rectify it or learn from it rather than be reprimanded for it.
What we do and what we say matters to our service users, carers and staff.
If I don't know where I'm going wrong, I can't change it. And I respected the fact that even as a student, he had the courage to challenge.
And I think it's important that we all actually get comfortable with being asked why we did what we did and when we did it.
If you're being nice, it'll make them feel happy and you're being nice.
How can you bring our values to life?